For much of human history, men did not recognize women's inherent human rights in some way, shape, or form. Some societies were worse, some societies were better. Through Western culture, and specifically in the United States, through our women's rights movement, for better, for worse, mostly for better, the abortion aspect for worse, women now are treated equally under the law, but now the left has become, the left who identifies, by the way, with the women's rights movement, the left has become so woke that they have men now dressed as women who are telling biological women that, again, we don't have inherent human right to free speech, that if we contradict verbally their radical leftist ideology, that we will be silenced and fired from our jobs.
Yeah, I think it's about right. I think it's interesting that I guess the patriarchy realized that if they really wanted to, oppress women, they just had to. I guess it's sort of the undercover mission where they could come in and pretend to be women. And now, I mean, look at what the patriarchy is doing now. They can just waltz right into the women's bathroom. They can waltz into the locker room. And not only can they do those things, but not only can men do that, but as a woman, you're not allowed. You just have to shut up and go along with it. And if you protest at all, then you're going to get the treatment that Maya Forstater got, which was, by the way, not only was she fired for saying that men can't turn into women, but she was told by the judge that that's a view that is not welcome or is not fit
it's not
for
acceptable, right?
Right. It's a view not acceptable in civilized society anymore. And it's absolute madness.
It is, because it all boils down to this. It boils down to the idea that men and women are different. We're different mentally, we're different physically, we're different emotionally, we're different spiritually. And it's fine if someone out there, I have no problem with someone not agreeing with reality. Anyone is entitled to their own stupid opinion. My grandfather always told me that. Everyone's entitled to their own stupid opinion. That's fine if someone doesn't want to recognize that, but it becomes tyrannical and oppressive when someone's delusion is imposed and forced by the power of the law onto me just because I don't accept that delusion.
Exactly. And that's why when people say, oh, it doesn't affect you, what do you care, it doesn't affect you? Well, first of all, even if it doesn't affect me, that's irrelevant, because we're arguing over, this is a matter of facts that we're arguing over. We're arguing over the nature of biology, of sex. So whether it affects me or not, it's irrelevant, but it actually does affect me. It's the same way that, if you try to claim that 2 + 2 = 7, and you want to live in that delusional world where it does, then yeah, it doesn't affect me. It's 2 + 2 still equals 4, and I'm going to let you know. But if you organize a society-wide movement to try to convince everyone that 2 + 2 = 7, and to punish people who say that 2 + 2 = 4, and to indoctrinate our kids into the idea that 2 + 2 = 7, well then yeah, it definitely does affect me now in a big way. And that's what's happening now with biology, where they're doing that, where they're trying to force all of us to give up, to abandon biological science. And does that affect us? Yeah, it affects us in enormous ways.